Hey, hey, hey. It's been a minute since I've been live. My goodness. Come into the room. Come into the room. Hey there. What's today? Happy Tuesday. We're going to do a quick CEO Chick Chat with none other than Charlene from the Plug ATL. So when you enter into the live, first off, let me get my little notes together, honey. And everything. How's everybody doing? Let me know where you're tuning in from, your business, what you do. Shoot your shot in the chat. We are going to be talking about entrepreneurship using AI. I have a cool guest hopping on. Let me drop this link for y'all. We are doing free workshops this entire summer in collaboration with 1MBB, Shopify, Forbes BLK Atlanta, Ecom Spaces. Free workshops. Somebody say free. Listen, I'm excited about it. Free. All right, got it. Pin it. Link is in my bio. Free workshops. Hello, Grace. Hello. Again, when you come in, hey, Kiana. Drop your business, what you do, where you are, all that good stuff. We're going to get started at noon. Oh, well, shoot. It's already noon, right? But we'll get started shortly. She'll be in here in a minute. But let me know who you are, what you do, all that good stuff. We're going to be talking about entrepreneurship. We're going to be talking about our tour, our workshops, all that good stuff, using AI in your business. I'm excited about it. So go ahead, shoot your shot in the chat, y'all. Let me know who you are, what you do. My name's Colleen Otero. I'm the founder of the CEO Chick Network. We started CEO Chicks in 2016. Listen, it's been a minute. And we're all about how to. I don't think that there is anything, or how should I put it? No such thing as empowerment without education. That's just where I'm at with it. So we're going to be having these amazing workshops all summer long in the Atlanta region. So I'll make sure I leave this replay up for you all, but definitely make sure you are tuning in. You're locked in. If you have questions about AI, you have questions about our tour, you can go to summerinatl.com or the link in our bio to find out more about that. Here we go. That's so weird. The alert is just now going out. Just making sure I tell everybody I'm on, because I haven't done lives in a minute, y'all. Are you guys entrepreneurs that are on? Do you have a business? I don't see anybody typing anything in the chat. Welcome. We got any entrepreneurs joining us? Let me know who you are, what you do. Some conversation with Charlene, co-founder of the Plug ATL. Here she is. There you go. Oh, you're in Kenya. Welcome from Kenya. General contractor. Awesome. Happy to have you with us. Hey, Charlene.
Hey, how are you, Colleen?
Awesome. Just on here giving everybody a chance to come in, introduce themselves, all that good stuff. You look cute. I'm loving the hoops. I'm loving the twist. Yes, it's giving the summer vibes.
It is.
I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. Thank you so much for hopping on and for just doing this live with me. I'm over here making sure everybody has the link, sending it out, all that good stuff, so that we could just have a good dialogue about entrepreneurship. We can talk about just what we got going on in Atlanta. What else did I write down? Let's see. I'm just going through my little notes here. Okay, good. I got it in front of me. Go ahead and do a brief introduction and we'll dive right in.
Awesome. So, hey, CEO Chicks. My name is Charlene, and I am the owner of the Plug ATL. So we are a digital production studio and a multimedia studio here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. My husband and I own this business as a joint venture. So pray for us daily. And we have a background in commercial production. I actually got my start doing hair and makeup in television and film, and transitioned into more production and production coordinating. And so my husband and I opened this incredible studio. Our studio is almost 8,000 square feet. It's located in the heart of Atlanta, and we service creatives and entrepreneurs. We help them build sustainable content for their brands. And we've had a lot of success with like podcast brands and helping them figure out how to structure and monetize their brands and really launch them in an effective and sustainable way. So, hey.
Now, how's that for a pitch? I love it. Already, start taking notes from the jump, you guys. That's Charlene. She's absolutely amazing. We had the privilege of meeting back in like 2018. Y'all excuse my Yorkie in the background. And we had the privilege of meeting back then, working on a gig, and she was coordinating all of the glam for Black Girls Rock campaign. And that was when I was still doing hair, y'all. I was still going.
You were barely doing hair.
Girl, I was on my way out. I was on my way out when I got the call, and I was still living between Atlanta and Orlando, and it was just like it was a nice little, exit. My last gig doing that with Black Girls Rock for BET. It was awesome working with you on set, but we've been connected ever since, right?
Yeah.
We have worked together since then on other projects for some of my clients, coming to your beautiful studio. Like, you guys have done an impeccable job with what you have built for creators in the Atlanta area. And if you are, it's worth flying in for. Like, that is just the truth, right?
Aww.
I have bought clients to the Atlanta region in order to do campaigns there. And it's big that we support each other. That's what this call is about. That's what our summer in ATL, all of our free workshops are all about. And I want to talk a little bit about it because we are kicking off July 27th right there in your studio. 50 people only. We definitely, yes, you have to check it out. Type it in the comment area too, and I'll make sure that when I add this to my page, someone said to put the name of it again. It's the Plug ATL. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about is just, where we are right now as entrepreneurs. You and I will be on the phone forever. Like, we'll be on there forever. We'll be talking about from hiring to team building to what some of our struggles are, to what some of our, from the pit to the peaks, honey. We just get in when we on the phone. And then we end with prayer. Like, that's the other P. But I kind of was like, let's just do an impromptu live. Let's hop on and let's just dialogue and let's just talk a little bit about just entrepreneurship as a whole, what it's been like for you in this time, because the recession's real. We have to switch things up because it feels like so many things are changing as far as the landscape goes, right? And so just share a little bit about what has been unique about this economy and just how things are for you when it comes to your entrepreneurship journey.
Sure. So I think one thing that's really unique about the economy right now is that I don't think it's being reported. Whenever I talk to creatives and whenever I talk to entrepreneurs, the experience we're having out in the real world landscape isn't really being reported by CNN, by the government. They keep telling us that the economy is great, but when I'm talking to folks, like, it's not okay anywhere. So for us, for my husband and myself, we started the Plug. We signed the lease for this big, beautiful studio, and then 5 days later, COVID hit. So we kind of only understood scratching and surviving and really understanding how to pivot. But something you and I talk about all the time is that it's so important right now for creatives and entrepreneurs and small business owners to really be okay with the pivot, whatever that looks like. Really being okay with making decisions that the way that we moved yesterday for yesterday's climate isn't the way that we can move today, and that we have to adopt and adapt to the climate that we're given so that we can thrive. And one thing my husband and I say is what we're gonna do is always survive. So there is a humility to it. There is a clarity that you have to have. There is a focus and a grind that you have to have that moves different. Some things that we've been doing, so we've been very, very, very blessed that more recently, in recent years, we've gotten some really big corporate commercial projects, right? And such a blessing, so honored. But when the economy moves weird, those big projects go away. And so we have to figure out, okay, so who is still here? Where is the need? So what we've learned how to do is not focus on our need as entrepreneurs and our need as a business. We think about the market need. So we think about the situation that we're in. Whew, it's tough, but it's tighter for other people. So as a content studio, we've kind of pivoted a little and gone back to our roots. What is it that somebody who has to have content, what do they need? And we've even been very innovative and creative and like, okay, what if we could take off all these things from the services, the things that cost us money, the things that take us time? How could we offer services that are super valuable to the consumer, but really get at the heart of what they need and don't have all that fluff, so we don't have to charge them prices that they can't afford right now? So we've just been very like humble about it, and it ain't easy, and just really quick to pivot and really responsive to what the marketplace needs. And it's just so different right now than what it was even a year ago.
That's absolutely true. And thank you again for your transparency. That's one of the main conversations we're having in the CEO Chick Network. Like for those people that were in real estate that had large teams and they were thriving, right, during that time of the pandemic. Now it's like, wow, it went from feast to famine. How are we navigating? What are we doing differently? And we're having those conversations within the organization, within our network, and looking at how can we work together. What we're doing in Atlanta at your place on the 27th is we're going to educate because that's just who we are, right? We're going to educate. We're going to share behind the scenes on what we're doing in my businesses as well as your businesses, how we're implementing AI to help with like just automation and different things, creating campaigns, the different amazing apps that are out there. Mm-hmm. We gonna work. Like that's just who we are, y'all. We're gonna work, and the class is free. Okay, we are excited here at CEO Chicks to have partners like the Plug ATL, to have partners like 1MBB Shopify and Forbes BLK Atlanta, like Council. Like we're coming to get ecom spaces. Like we want to serve you all, and it is so important. Our theme is collaboration over competition, and so talk about some of the partnerships, right? Of course, you guys are witnessing a partnership, right? We're partnering together. I want people to see this beautiful space. I want people to know what you and your husband are doing there and what you're offering to help entrepreneurs do what they need to do so they can stay in their lane as a visionary. They can stay in their lane as the thought leader, this coach, the speaker, the service provider, and let you guys create content for them at a super affordable price. When you told me that deal, I was like, sis, like we got to tell more people. Yeah. Like they just don't know, from the concept to the creation, what you're handling. So ultimately you're looking at it. So what other relationships are you seeing just really help to foster business, in this space for you right now?
Sure. Are you asking like what relationships are we using?
Yeah. Like what are some of the partnerships that you're seeing develop in this season?
Well, what's really exciting, and I think this just happened organically, is that we've had quite a few coaches come to us. And in the past, I guess we've always kind of seen coaches, but right now, coaches have a large client base that they have to service, and they have to service with increased value. Because right now, as people's budgets are kind of pulling a little tighter, people are like, okay, what additional value can I give? So some partnerships and some collaborations that we've been really flexibly kind of sliding in and out of, which is really exciting, is that we've been working with coaches. And so awesome. We have a whole team. We can do it all here from everywhere, like you said, from concept ideation to strategically placing the content, to filming the content, to helping coach while on set, to editing the content, to like pushing the content out in distribution. We can do it all. But as a coach, you don't have to hire a whole team, right? Because we over here and we have a whole team. So what partnerships can we kind of merge? And so we've had whatever conversations that we've just been very flexible and really trying to, again, make sure that we can do valuable content, valuable services for all the consumers out there. And it's kind of exciting. It's new for us.
Yeah.
You know, it's very new. The conversation I feel like we were having last year was like high value and worth and all of that. And now we're like, okay, how can we be really smart, really efficient? It kind of segues into what you talk about with AI.
Yeah.
But like, how can we get the most bang, biggest buck, most quality, and really do it and make it feel good,
Yeah.
right? Everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you know, speaking of using AI, and I know we're going to deep dive in our first workshop on the 27th. Again, go to summerandATL.com or just click the link in our bio. Make sure you register for free. We literally have a handful of tickets left. If you know anyone in the Atlanta area, you want to let them know what we're doing there, okay? And so ultimately, I did a series on just AI, and I have a series of prompts that I sell low-hanging fruit. It's on autopilot. I talk about AI, people click a button and they can go purchase it, right? But it's been our number one like top seller, and because that has been huge for a lot of small business owners. Like now you can create an entire campaign, you can do ideation using AI, you can use different things to create imagery, all of that good stuff. How does AI affect the content creation industry? Do you feel like it takes away from it, or do you feel like it complements it? Like, I just am curious as to what some of your thoughts are, you know, like when it comes
Yeah.
to utilizing AI. And it's a loaded question. Do you use it? You know, I'm
Yeah.
just.
No, let's jump in it. So I think anything that makes us more, okay, so I am a project manager at heart. I like efficiency. I like making sure that things get done in an intelligent and a linear way. Like we don't have to backpedal and do any of that. So I use as many automations and AI even to help. I think um, sometimes we see people lean too heavily on AI for content, right? And that's not cute, right? I think you still have to physically, as a human, be a part of anything you create. But helping you figure out how to meet the needs of your audience, helping you figure out audience questions, and helping you. So, like, as a content creator, we encourage our content creators to use AI when they're coming up with prompts. So I'm gonna just kind of say what our cute little new offer is. So we have this thing called Content Day, and it's a 90-minute session. And you come in, you get a pre-production call with our photographer, videographer beforehand. So we're clear on what you're trying to do. We're clear on your mission and purpose. And then you come in and you have 90 minutes. You have photography, videography. We have like an incredible studio.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So you have, and then we have a post coach, usually myself, but any member of my team. But we literally help you get the most content for the most efficient session, right? So we urge our content creators to use AI to help them think about how to synthesize what their brand is about, how to help them synthesize what their audience needs, and really help them get a lot of it done. We then instruct them to go back through the content and make sure that it's relatable, make sure that it's something that resonates with them, make sure that it's something that's authentic, that they think will provide value to the people that they serve. So I guess it's a both and answer.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Like it cuts off a whole person. You don't need a copywriter. You don't need a, right? But you then have to go in and add your sauce to anything.
Come on.
It's just like pulling anything from anywhere. Like even before you get the makeup out the store, like, so, you know, as an old beauty person, like you're not just going to use one color on your whole face. Like there might be a little color here, there a little, you know, you can't just give anything that was given to you and make it your own. You have to add your sauce to it, your swag to it. So that's how we feel about AI.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. As a like brand strategy coach, that is number one. Like we utilize it, but at the same time, I got done doing a VIP day recently with a client. That's one of my highest ticket offers, right? We're spending the day together for several thousands of dollars, and we're deep diving. And AI is not involved in this. like, because I got to get to the core of who you are. Right? One of my biggest things is if I can get to the core of what your mission is, where your heart is, what your core beliefs are, you never have to rebrand again. Because you're going to show up that way. And oftentimes in the beginning, sis, I'm having to peel back some layers off some folks, right? Because you over here trying to do it like such and such. You over here trying. So listen, people think that AI is going to be the threat. right? But really and truly, it's like, no, those who use it and know how to use it, they're going to be the threat. If you know how to allow any form of technology to boost and push your authentic like offer, who you are, your authentic brand, and how you show up,
You're
it's
gonna
go
move
time.
further faster. You're gonna
It's
move
oh, and
further
that's
faster.
it.
Yeah.
And that's it. You're gonna go further faster. I want you all drop if you are using AI, just let me know. Like, what are some of the things you're using? Those of you that are on here, again, shoot your shot. Let us know who you are, what your brand is, what you do. I'm all for it. That's what we're here for. Connect in the comments for sure. Let us know what you do. And if you're using AI, and so using AI has been game changing for us. I consider myself a prompt engineer, honey, because I turn my brain on. I don't turn my brain off
No,
when I'm using it. I turn
literally.
my brain on, and I'm like, oh, there's so many things that I can ask all of these different AI tools that are out here and just get back some amazing information. Use it to your advantage. These are things that major corporations have the ability to utilize, right? They have all the research groups and the studies and the data that they can pay for. It's expensive. So to be able to have a fraction of that or a portion of that utilizing AI, I think is huge for us as small entrepreneurs.
It's like the learning curve. Like we can't always, when we started the plug, it was because we would be on these sets and we'd be, shooting something for Disney. And we're like, what? You think
Go
we're
back, say
marketing?
it again. Go
Oh,
back. You
I'm
said
sorry.
Disney.
Yeah, we'd be on set with like clients like Disney,
Yeah.
and we would say, wow, they're marketing to the same audience as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner. But look what they're putting into their content. Look what they're hiring teams to touch it and set builders, and they could get the same amount of views as an influencer who's in their bathroom. And what we realized was big businesses have been harnessing the power of having big teams and being able to use knowledge and insights from years past and all over the world. And what we realize is that our people, our small business owners, our content creators, our entrepreneurs need to be able to have the same access. And so we developed the plug to be a top of the line studio that's affordable. So you're not going to a hole in the wall, that you can go to the same places just like the big businesses go to. But I think AI does the same kind of leveling the playing field.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to have a team of 40 to have the thoughts, as long as, like you said, you know how to prompt, you know how to like really get that conversation started, you know what you don't know, right? And lean into what you do know, lean into what makes you special, and adding that, child, it's a combination for success. I love it.
Love it. And you said something so powerful. And this is how our conversation's going. This is why we're on the phone. Like, this is how Charlene and I talk. Okay, y'all. Like, for real. This we ain't putting on for y'all. This is what we do,
No,
right?
literally.
So you said something so powerful though, where you're talking about Disney and all of these large teams and how they're getting some of the same numbers that an influencer in their bathroom will get. But what I love about organizations like Disney and with their products, they understand that too.
Yep.
So they're not just covering, some of the what it takes for these high ticket, maybe movies and commercials and being everywhere, or, all the ad campaigns, but they're also tapping into influencer marketing as well. Like, let's talk about that, right? And I think collaboration for us as small business owners and small, 7 figures is small, by the way.
Real small. Real small.
8 figures is small, by the way. Let's just make this clear, okay? And so ultimately, what we're saying is creating something that covers high ticket, right? High frequency, high ticket, high energy, all that, but also still doing low hanging fruit things, low ticket things that don't take a lot of your time and energy. And I think that is where, for us as entrepreneurs, we have to cover that, I think, in our outreach or product creation. You know what I mean?
And we have to stay ready. So we have to, and we always think that, like, well, we can't shrink our team because we slow, because are we still going to be ready for the big projects? Or
right.
how do we maneuver in this? And where do we go? And it's crazy because it only takes one day for a big client to show up.
Yeah.
And so, but what we are clear about is that the way of the future right now, like I've been on sets where they pay an influencer more now than they would pay talent. Like they used to, like 10 years ago, they would hire an actor, an actress, and they pay them these 6-figure, 7 figures for one day. They are now paying influencers like that because what the big corporations know is that as an influencer, even micro influencers, you have a better handle on your audience, even if it's only 1,000 people, and every 1,000 people matters, right? So every little audience, they mean a lot. So these big businesses don't need you to come to the table with 500,000 followers. Like I've seen projects go to people that have like micro audiences.
Correct.
And that's what's really kind of exciting and game changing right now.
Yeah, you could have a following under 100,000, but because of your engagement, right? Because they understand your engagement is authentic. Like that is the game change. I'm starting to see it happen with my personal brand, and I'm like, this now opens up a whole nother leg and conversation, right? But I also know what I want, and I also know how I want to show up, and I know who I want to partner with. And so I'm being very strategic with that, right? When it comes to that. But you're absolutely right. Listen, I'll take a question. If you have one question, I see you Inspire Her Daily coming to the plug. Yes, for those of you, listen, we're going to be, CEO Chicks is going to be in Atlanta the entire summer, July 27th, August 31st, September 21st. Those are the dates. Our first one will be here at the plug with like 10 days from now. So make sure you guys come in and you hang out with us. We're going to have a light lunch for you that is sponsored by Get You Some Rich Friends. It's a merch brand that I absolutely love. So make sure you guys are connecting. Thank you so much for the feedback. I love that. Yeah. Let me know where you are. You got a question, drop it in the chat. We're going to hop off. We're wrapping up now. I want to see you at the plug ATL. I see some of you. Leslie says she uses AI to generate her scope of work. That's her SOW. TPMS, Medical Aesthetics says, and these are all CEO chicks that I know. They're amazing. I use AI for my posts. I use it for my presentation, like to help with ideation for my outline. Alkia, she is another CEO chick. She says, I use, she's the CEO of Sunrise City Construction and uses AI for contracts, content creation. Listen, do the darn thing. Big Body Shay. Hey, girl, hey. How do we register? The link is in my bio. You can go to summerinatl.com or on our website, ceochicksonline.com. I need help with my lash brand. There you go. We'll see you there. We will see you there. Come on in the room. Charlene is huge. Charlene has the brains and the beauty. Like me and her, we just, child, we love it when we work together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I don't see any questions. All right. So yes, you need the workshop. Spread the word too, right? Again, we'll be in Atlanta this entire summer. Shopify 1MBB is doing amazing things for those of you that sign up with them. You're going to get free access to some amazing content. Will this come to Orlando? We will see if we have enough people in the Orlando area that desire something like this. We'll do it. We will definitely do it. We'll probably do a small activation with 1MBB Shopify. And we've already talked about that and New York. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you, Nina. For your comment. Alkia, we see you. Charlene, again, let them know where they can find you, your website. You have an amazing offer for creators and visionaries and CEOs to get their content out there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and share that.
So right now we have an offer called Content Day. So you can look us up at theplugatl.net, and the direct link is plugatl.net/content day, or you can just go to our website and click the Content Day button. But listen, you guys, it is the absolute best value. I keep saying that people have not only purchased one, they purchase them like, oh, I need one this month, one this month. They're purchasing them in bundles because it's such a great value. It's $250 for 90 minutes of content. You get a coach, so you have either myself or somebody in the room with you, telling you how to pose, telling you if that felt authentic, if that felt like the right thing to say. You get a pre-production call. I mean, there is no value like it. Again, we can do this because we have the team, we have the space, and we can make it happen. So if you guys want to hit us up, listen, this is a limited time offer, and it's theplugatl.net.
Yeah. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Again, if you have questions, feel free to shoot either of us a DM. That's what we are here for. Yeah, that's awesome, Leslie. When she said that, I, I I'm like, I don't know what they're waiting on.
Literally. No, literally. We literally have been having like 6 and 7 a day because people have been jumping on it like crazy.
Yeah, I love that you're meeting that need. The market is very interesting right now, and I just continually just speak blessings over you, your husband, what you're doing in that area, that you'll continue to walk in dominion, honey, in that space, and that many will flock to you, right? And that those corporate accounts will continue to grow. That's what we will see it.
Literally.
We will see it.
Amen.
Yes, they create
Amen.
cover art, inspire her daily. Yes, they create cover art. Anything creative, they do it. They have a podcast room, honey, state of the art podcast room. They have different areas in that space for you to create. So it's absolutely amazing. I myself have flown in with clients to create in that space, just to be in there. Like her background, her anointing for creativity, her and her husband. It's one thing to just say, oh, I like this, I'm gonna do it. It's another thing to be called to it, right? It's like you could step into that space and there's a creative like anointing in there. And that's so important. If you follow me and you follow my stories, I talk about who you partner with, the importance of the space you create in. It matters.
Amen.
I'm gonna say it one more time. It matters.
It matters.
The space you create in does matter. Like people will tell you, like they love to produce in a certain space.
Yeah.
They love to create music in a certain space. They will go over here, and it's like the songs just come out of nowhere. It's the same for me. When I'm around certain people in a certain environment, in a certain space, the ideation is at a whole nother level. I didn't have to roll up. I ain't have to roll nothing. I ain't had to smoke nothing. I ain't had to sip something. I ain't had to sip nothing. It was just the understanding the importance of being in a specific atmosphere to create.
Amen.
AI can't do that for you.
Woo! That's the limit. There we go.
AI can't do that for you. All right, Charlene, thank you so much. I'm going to hang out just for a little bit with them to make sure they have the links. Feel free to go. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you and hugging your neck in a few days.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me, y'all. This has been amazing. We'll see you soon, okay?
All right.
Bye.
Listen, you guys, go ahead, go to summerandatl.com. Make sure you all connect. I'm seeing some of my CEO chicks that are on here with me during this short little lunch and learn. And I just want to make sure that you all are getting exactly what you need. Get exactly what you need. I remember, how many words is that? Get what you, 4 words. Those 4 words changed my life. I was ranting some years ago. I felt like my organization, this network wasn't going the way it was supposed to. My business wasn't going the way it was supposed to. I was on the phone and I told my mentor, I was like, I have to vent. Can I talk to you for a second? I need solutions. And then after I got done, within like, I get 10 minutes, I ain't gonna take her air off, but within 10 minutes, she said to me, Colleen, you got to get what you need. You got to learn how to get what you need. And that has changed my life. That just living that way. What is it that I need? I have to be able to do an assessment of where I'm at, where I'm going, and what my needs are. What are the needs in my business, right? If I'm working on, a lower budget, then what are some of the things that I need to do in order to maximize that? Right? And that's why we're teaching this class on AI, because AI for small teams is extremely powerful, but you have to know how to use it. You still have to know your brand identity. You still have to know what God has called you to do. You still have to know how you show up. What is your USP? What is your unique selling proposition in the marketplace, right? Because all AI is going to do is really amplify that for you. So yes, go to the site. On your site, wonderful. Thank you, Nina. It is beautiful. Like, we don't play when it comes to our brand. It's absolutely amazing. Summerandatl.com. Hey, from California, I see you. Oh, that's you also. Okay, Nina. Yes, get what you need. Get what you need. All right, spread the word. Thank you so much for being on here. I think somebody did drop a question. Can you help bringing my podcast to life? I have an idea, not sure the direction. Yep, we answered that. So she can definitely help you with that. So you can reach out to the plug, atl.net, for more information on that. Thank you all so much. I'm going to keep this replay up for a little bit. And just answer any questions that you may have inside of our comment section or in our DM. All right. Thank you. Y'all continue to be great.